Yeah, yeah, those are always good too to watch. I love the drama movies as well, and sci-fi movies are pretty interesting to watch
Hmm.
too from time to time. Yeah, for me, as far as like Christmas movies or Christmas shows to watch, like I love watching like The Grinch. Like that's like
The
my
Grinch, yeah.
favorite. I love like how The Grinch stole Christmas with Jim Carrey in it. That one's
Yeah.
like my favorite one. It just the music and the storyline, like it just
Mm,
makes me like warm and happy on the inside. It makes me happy. Like I
yeah.
get to see how it ends.
Hmm.
That just definitely makes me happy. And then all of the like Santa Claus movies with like Tim Allen in it. Like the
Hmm.
three Santa Claus movies are really good. And then I like watching Elf with Will Ferrell in it. I
Hmm.
think that's a really good one too. Um and then the Polar Express. I like watching that one too. I love the music in that. It's very beautiful. And listen, there's two more things I was thinking of. Oh, Charlie Brown. I love watching Charlie Brown's Christmas episode with a
Yeah.
little tree that he found, and it's got
Hmm.
one little like ornament on there, and
Hmm.
and he's like, I killed it. It's like he killed the Christmas tree. So, and it had a good message in that show too. Like even
Hmm.
his friend Linus, talking about the true meaning of Christmas, which we will definitely get to that in a little bit, talking a little bit more about that. But he talking about the whole meaning of Christmas, and they
Hmm.
talked about how Christmas is like very commercialized, as like almost more as less about what it truly means, and it's more about like I guess celebrating like and getting presents and all that, which those are definitely fun, but that's not the true meaning of Christmas.
Yeah.
But the last like movie I was thinking of, not many people have seen it. I think I got introduced to it through like my brother. It's called The Heart of Christmas, and
Hmm.
it's a very like heart like gut-wrenching movie. It like makes you very emotional and very sad, but got a beautiful story to it. It's got like have you seen Full House before? Like
Full House.
yeah, it's a show that's on like it was it was like a yeah, Full House. It's like I know I'm trying to think of where it used to be. Like Nickelodeon, maybe I forget. But anyway, there's a actress on there named Candace Cameron.
Hmm.
Anyway, she's on that movie, The Heart of Christmas. And then there's a singer, a Christian singer. His name's Matthew West. He's on that movie too, and it's a very good movie. It's based off a true story about this kid that was diagnosed with cancer, and he was
Hmm.
only like 2 or 3 years old. So,
Hmm.
definitely for those that haven't seen it, I definitely recommend it. But definitely
Hmm.
have these with you because
Tissues.
yes, it's very very it gives you the true like family oriented
Hmm.
meaning of Christmas, and just makes you feel happy at times. It makes you feel sad at times,
Hmm.
uh and all that. And it definitely uh I feel like it's a life-changing movie because now
Yeah.
like I know they mention a lot about St. Jude, like the hospital that provides like free care for people's parents whose like kids are in that hospital going through cancer, childhood cancer.
Hmm.
And after that movie, I started like now donating to that hospital
Yeah.
just because it just seeing that movie and how it changed one person's life.
Yeah.
It
Hmm.
just very heartwarming. So I definitely recommend that one for sure.
Don't cry.
Yeah. Yeah, I know like I'm gonna be crying on the spot right here right now talking about it. I'm just kidding. But every
Don't
year
cry.
it seems like no matter how many times I watch that movie, I always end
Hmm.
up crying watching that movie.
What is the title of that?
It's called The Heart of Christmas.
The Heart of Christmas. Okay.
Yeah, it's very good. I definitely
Yeah.
recommend
Okay.
it. I think it came out in like I forget if it was like 2014 or
Mm,
2015, something like that.
okay.
So yeah,
I
it's
I yeah.
I
I've
was gonna
watched a lot of American movies, classical American movies. I watch a lot, but I can't remember the titles because all of them are so good. It's like so touching. You will like, oh, at the end, something like that. You have that reaction. But yeah, some classical American movies too are good. But
mhm.
I forgot some of those. I because I love just random Christmas movies sometimes. Yeah, so yeah, it's good. It's good to hear that too. And I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely recommend it for sure. And those Hallmark movies that people like watching too, or some of them are pretty good. I don't really watch those as much, but I know a lot of people
Hmm.
do love those Hallmark movies that it's on the Hallmark channel and those,
Okay.
have a good storyline as
Hmm.
well. But personally for me, I've only seen a couple of those and they're all okay, but I almost feel like they have a lot of them have like the same kind of storyline, but it may just be the ones
Yeah.
I'm watching. So, but there are plenty of good ones out there for sure.
Yeah. It's good.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like that's part of it's a Christmas celebration, watching movies that you can relate to or something like that amazes you. Yeah,
Yeah.
movie that.
Yeah, exactly. So, speaking of like the true meaning of Christmas, I know a lot of people start thinking about the whole like tradition that like America or even other countries may throw into the to into like what they think Christmas means. But
Hmm.
some people may not know what the true meaning of Christmas is. Some people may think of it as just, getting to be with your family and giving presents out and gifts
Hmm.
and also maybe listening to some music or having a big dinner together or Christmas shopping. But some people may not know the true meaning of Christmas, so I think this would be a good time for us to tell our viewers what is the true meaning of Christmas.
Yeah, so it's like the I would relate it to is like where Santa Claus is like um it's like it's like the basis where Santa Claus existed. So it's like Saint Nicholas, oh, that he's a very kind one that shares love, shares love to everybody. And I think the true meaning of Christmas is not just the money that we have, the food that we gather or we cook, and for us to gather the gifts or the presents that we give, but it's the contentment of your life. Like, because if you are contented of your life, you can spread love, you can you can give respect to everybody, you can be at peace, you know what I mean. There's a contentment because I think people around the globe, there's a lack of contentment. That's why there's greedy, there's like something that would bring oneself into like, you know um like to bad things, bad things bad actions they're doing. So I think that's, for my opinion, it's like contentment is the thing that everybody must adapt. Because I have this, I just want to share to everybody that um, when my mom got a cancer, I get a very good life when I was a kid. I have it's like everything is provided, and then there's such thing that happened in my life that she got a cancer, she died. My dad got a became jobless, so I experienced nothing during Christmas. But good thing that what my mom and my family like taught us is like be contented of what you have, and everything will be good. I'm happy without having much food in our table that time when my mom died. So it's like I'm happy. I am with my family. I have friends, something like that. I go to school. I can still eat 3 times a day, something like that. It's like contentment. I am contented. I'm happy with my life. It's like I could spread love. I love myself. I could spread love to others. I could give respect to everybody. It's like, and I could render help as long as I can, because you are contented with what you have, and you have so much love to give to everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love the idea of being content with what you have and content in
Mm-hmm.
whether it's the people that you surround yourself with or even if you have gifts or no gifts, whether you have a lot of food on the table or no food on the or not much food on the
Mm,
table, that's definitely that speaks volumes
yeah.
to like, one of the big meanings of Christmas is just trying to find that contentment and just realizing how blessed you are and,
Yeah,
all that.
that's
That's
right.
definitely very great, for sure
Mm-hmm.
to experience. And I'm definitely, sorry to hear about your mom. I know I can, in a way, relate. Like with my mom, she went through cancer as well. She
Mm,
actually is still alive today,
uh-huh.
but she did go to a point to where she almost lost her life a couple of times. So just
Mm-hmm.
going through those, like especially one Christmas was really hard, and
Yeah.
trying to find that contentment for me was hard during that time. But I'm glad
Mm-hmm.
for in your case it was that you were able to still find some way find contentment with what you had and the people that are still
Mm-hmm.
in your life. So I'm definitely
Yeah.
glad to hear that.
Yeah. There's a lot of challenges came in my life during the time that in my college times. That's why I worked in my university as a working student, and I graduated because of that. And yeah, I don't know. It's just like maybe I have a strong personality, and my mom just taught me. It's like reminded me every day, every single day that she never missed to pray every day. So that's why it's like, oh, I think I can't do that. I can't promise mom something like that. But the thing that we I was there during the prayer time every day, just like that brought my, I don't know, my maturity in me. Like I don't know, whatever happens to your life. I know I don't have mom now, but the the learnings that I've got from her, like the one being contented of what you have, is like the content that you have. It's like a very big impact to me. Yeah, it's like, oh, although we have, because I don't know, it's like maybe I just accept like what you have, like what the situation is, and just move on to life. Just keep on going because God is preparing something good for you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a really good way of looking at that is, being accepting what you have in the moment and then just knowing that your time will come where if things, get better, and things start,
Yeah.
manifesting in positive direction. I said that's definitely good to even have that positive attitude. So I definitely,
hmm
and I feel like Christmas time is, a good time to have that kind of joy and contentment because I know even
hmm
for some people Christmas can be very hard for some
It's
people.
hard. Yeah.
They could look at it as a very depressing month because maybe some
hmm
people don't have any family at all. Like maybe
Yeah.
they completely cut ties with their family and they're not on good terms with
hmm
their family. Almost
Yeah.
like not that everybody's a Scrooge, but I'm thinking of like Scrooge from like the Christmas Carol, someone that's just alone and almost hates Christmas and doesn't
hmm
want anything to do with happiness and joy and
hmm
love. So yeah, Christmas can definitely be a hard time for people. It could be a lonely time for people, sadly.
hmm Yeah.